Yep, they did it. Ford released a van just for van lifers, and it's called the Ford Transit Trail. They just showed off a brand new teaser, so let's take a look. So as you can see, it just looks like any other van lifer's Ford Transit, right? Well, as far as we can tell, that's not as true. Will it be electric, like its brand new electric sibling, or will it be diesel, will it be gas? We don't actually know all the details just yet, but what we do know is the Trail is an off-road version of its Transit siblings. And this Trail is actually built and marketed just for van lifers. We can guess that it'll be coming with an optional all-wheel drive. And the reason we know this, obviously because they put out a patent last year for an all-wheel drive Transit, but it's also because the UK has had the Ford Transit Trail for over 2 years now, since 2020. The interior is said to be built out and optimized for RV manufacturers, and also people who want to build out a van for van life on their own. Honestly, I'm excited to see what that means on the inside, because we all know that it's hard to build homes inside of curved metal boxes. It's just difficult. Ford is specifically calling out van life for this model. It's not just an off-road version, it's an off-road version for van life. So it makes me wonder what we're gonna have in terms of options. Like I said earlier, electric, gas, diesel. Honestly, if it was an electric all-wheel drive, that's kind of cool. And that would kind of go along with what everyone is wanting in this future version of van life. And like I said, the UK has already had this model for about 2 years now. And honestly, we can see that it kind of looks the same. There's a few different trim details here and there, but it's gonna most likely be the same type of model. And like I said, we don't know everything that's gonna be coming out on the American model, but this is what we do know about the UK model. It comes with a limited slip differential, optional all-wheel drive, and unique cosmetic details that make it look a bit more like an off-road version. As you can see, it's got those Raptor lights, it's got fender flares, it's got, those clearance lights, that sort of thing. The UK version also features interior seats that can be swiveled, just like any other person wants in their van these days. And I'm gonna guess that the American model would also feature that too. But it looks like Ford is trying to get in while it's still hot. Now, they are one of the leading models for van lifers right now with their Ford Transit, but I think it's kind of a smart thing for them to be jumping in with a van that's built specifically for van life in mind, and especially an off-road version. Off-road looks with bumpers and big wheels and stuff like that has always been popular, but it's getting more popular for van lifers, especially ones who aren't living in it full-time and maybe use it as a weekender. That's all the information I have for you right now about the Ford Transit Trail. But if you haven't seen our tour about this Ford Transit built out, it is beautiful. Make sure you don't miss it. And also make sure to subscribe for the best van life content. Until next week, safe travels.